This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Set in the South Pacific Ocean, surrounded by islands, today we're here at magnificent Treasure Island. It's an unlikely location for a golf course, but the creators of EA Sports have built a treasure of a layout here. Can you say X marks the spot? You never know what you'll find at the 8th hole. Hello, this is Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo, here to bring you all the action for today's event. Whenever you hear about Treasure Island, Frank, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Well, you need a map rather than a yardage book to get around here, Rich. Holes themselves are an amazing eclectic bunch of, pleasure, pain, and of course a little bit in between, which I'll let you find out for yourself. Treasure? There might be some out there. Some off the beaten track as well. But golf's a weird game. Take all your clubs, choose which one you want to use them wisely, and use them sparingly. And Treasure Island, it might just reward you. Should be safely on deck.
Just a couple of feet. -1 in the early going.
Rich, they're trying to ransack us. That ball's heading our way.
Is that a golf shot or a cannonball?
Duck!
Look out! Here we go. You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Well, how about this start? Birdie to open the round. Frank, this is an amazing tee ball that the player is asked to hit. You need to be down that left side. That's obvious, but you don't want to go too far left. That is also obvious.
Yeah, too far left and you'll be more than shipwrecked. This is the first par 5 at Treasure Island. A good one down that left side, obviously between the water and mountain range, and you just might be able to get home in two.
Can't tell, Frank. Do you think there's a way to go down that right side?
There is a secret passage, but I can't tell you.
Frank, this is the most unusual finish I have ever seen on any golf course anywhere in the world.
You're absolutely right. I can't remember any golf course where you finish by a volcano. It's too dangerous.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky.
And now the second shot here at this par 5. How tough is this going to be now from the rough, Frank?
Oh, it's tough to say, Rich. I mean, so much is going to depend on that lie. I'm going to need a little bit of luck.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Frank, this would jumpstart the round. A third straight birdie.
Some good playing.
Well done. Another birdie, and now 3 under par. Well, here at the fourth, the tee shot, Frank, requires a player to be extremely accurate. I mean, they do not give you a wide space to land that golf ball.
Plus, that fairway is anything other than straight. It's more serpent-like. So you've got to know exactly how far you hit your drive at it so you can decide which part of that fairway to land it on. Wonderful backdrop in the distance, though. There's Devil's Cauldron, the volcano in the distance.
That is some sight. This has been a great performance so far, but Frank, a long ways to go. Do you ever worry about complacency?
Yeah, sometimes it just looks like it's too easy. At the moment, the putts are going in, the iron shots are going close enough, but some things, they don't happen by accident. He's got to still keep concentrating right now.
That was just a beautiful drive. He hit it solid and right in the middle. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
So a tester from 4 feet. So to 4 under with a second straight birdie. Well, this hole, Frank, is quite a design. Not a long hole, but there's trouble.
There certainly is, but I would say this is a birdie hole for most. Short par 4. Good tee shot's just going to leave you a little pitch in there. A lot of little features along the way, but really just keep it between the skull on the right and the mountain on the left.
See, but that could be distracting, the skull rock formation on the right.
Well, just don't skull your tee shot.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Second shot from 130. Oh, what an incredible shot. Frank, I just love the features of Treasure Island. Most golf courses, you're hitting around trees and bunkers, but here you have that sort of strange formation right in the middle.
Yeah, it's like a big needle-nosed rock there, but the view that you get on the tee because of the severe elevation makes this hole that much shorter. And the goal, needless to say, keep it left to that And, well, that second shot should be rather welcoming.
Frank, this one looks like it might have a postage stamp on it. Airmail City.
Yeah, lick it. Send it.
Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
No putter? No problem. Slams that into the cup. Well, Frank, this is some hole. This is a par 5, the 7th. It snakes its way all across the island.
You think you're in a direct route you could be able to reach this par 5 and 2, but the rock down the distance nearly makes that second shot impossible to try and carry over that. Plus the fact it's a lot of uneven lies down here on this fairway. Step sort of drops down in level as it goes down the left side, and chances are you won't get a flat lie for that second shot. So play this as a 3-shotter.
Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. Gonna need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Well, Frank, that one needs to sit down.
Yeah, I heard a caddy once say, like, get up, get down, get up, get up, down. And the players look at him like, well, make up your mind because that one's gone.
Frank, that's always the danger coming out of the rough is you catch a flyer.
Yeah, that ball wasn't sitting all the way down. So you really got to judge the lie. And there was a 50-50 chance that was going to fly.
Yes, he's holed it, Frank.
Unbelievable. From that distance.
8th hole's a par 3, Frank, with a most unusual green.
I'm really cross at this hole, Rich.
You're out of sorts, aren't you? You don't quite know what to make of that.
Yeah, well, X marks the spot. And I know on a treasure map, that means gold, silver, countless jewels. In a game of golf, I'm not so sure. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Beautiful approach shot there and a good chance to take advantage. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. That's birdie, and that's just another example of how everything seems to be clicking today, especially on the greens.
Yeah, good green reading too. You've got to take your hat off to that. The line has been perfect and the pace has matched it. Now this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing. I mean, this skill and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. Frank, I thought that was in. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect. but this is going to hurt the course. Oh, that's fine.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Frankie's cranking it and banking it. Giant drives, a boatload of birdies. What a round.
Yeah, these are the days you just dream for. We know golf's not that easy, but on a day like today, savor it and just keep going. Keep doing it. That's as bad a shot as I've seen for a long while.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, you and I have done commentary in golf all over the world. Have you ever seen a par 5 anything like this one?
No, I haven't, Rich, and I don't think I ever will again either. Treasure Island, there's only one of them, that's for sure, and there's only one hole like the 11th there. 5 different fairways to choose from. 5, and it depends on your level of ability and how bold you are. Another little bit of fairway up there, well, if you can't reach this par 5 and 2. But if you're really, really game, you go down the thinnest, longest right side, and you can and will reach the par 5 and 2.
Oh, dude, that's an eagle. Frank, this is why gamers love Treasure Island. Because of the challenge, because of holes like this.
There's always choices to be made. The biggest fairway, do you go for that? Do you go for the longest fairway? Do you go for the shortest fairway? All those choices, those fairways, they're just a little bit... Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power?
Just amazing what they're able to do with that golf swing. Hit it so far at that size. Not overly big, but man, can really move it a long ways.
Got the measurement out there, Rich. Looks like 290 yards.
$15 under for the day. Frank, this is an amazing hole. The par 5 13th. First chance eventually to get to Volcano Island, but also a chance to make a huge number here. So much trouble.
Well, you can see why, too. There's trouble all over the place here, Rich. Fairway really is down the right side. And then it depends on how far you hit that tee shot. For the multiple of choices with the second, do you go all the way down there? Do you even try and reach the par 5 and 2? Or do you skip across to the other side on the left? And then faced with a lengthy third shot. All those decisions abound on this par 5, just under 600 yards.
Frank, you're in the business of analyzing golf shots.
I don't want to see that one again.
I mean, this is just an incredible round of golf. That is an 8th birdie on the card. Frank, the thing about Treasure Island is at any point a player could stop and consider just where they are. And if they're not where they need to be mentally, they could really be thrown off their game. And you're right at the base of a volcano here.
Well, it's a chance for your round to heat up, too.
Gave that the full treatment. Get up. Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. These are fun shots to play, but they can be scary because if you don't take the right club, this ball could sail forever, never come down. It is well down the hill to that green.
Should be safely on deck.
Well, that is a ball-striking clinic right there. Another dazzling approach shot. Pretty close. Frank, 2 is nice, but
3 is even better.
continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, this is where you begin to see almost this ingenious, evil nature of this design by the Pirates here at Treasure Island. It gets punishing to the finish.
It certainly does, Rich. This is also where we start our ascent to the summit of Devil's Cauldron with just a little tempting par 3. Just goes across. It has to be flighted well across the ravine, but it's got to be up, it better be high, and it better be long enough.
The grind is about to begin here at the par 3 15th. Each hole from here on out climbing up to the top of the volcano.
Great too.
Beautiful. Frank, the climb continues here at the 16th. Tricky, especially off that tee. You can see there's trouble there on the left.
Devil's Elbow, that's why it's called that, Rich. Aim a little far left, or don't find the landing strip, and you will pay a severe price on this dogleg right par 4. Plus the green is just sort of cut right into the side of the volcano.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie.
I've heard of being on the zone, but this is he's just making it look so easy.
Just sensational golf. I mean, he is knocking down every flagstick right now. What a performance.
Just a fraction too aggressive. Remember, line and speed go together.
Sometimes you want that birdie so badly, and all of a sudden you're faced with a lot of work, more work than you had hoped for, just to make the par. Now to the par 4 17th, 366 yards from the back tee here to the middle of the green. Not much room for error here, Frank.
Yeah, it mightn't be long, but the price you pay if you're offline, especially to the right, you pay with your life.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Second shot, good look at the green. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. On the green, and a chance for birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, they dive for golf balls at 17, the Island Green TPC Sawgrass. They're not diving for balls here at 18 at Treasure Island, are they?
Nah, the finishing hole is a par 3. All the way across the lava, you'll find a green.
Hoping to get this up and down here, Frank, at the par 3 after missing the green.
Yeah, it's not all bad.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. That is a tremendous shot right there. Touch and nerve. He had it all, and he has the bottom of the barrel.